So, as far as what's going on in regards to Fisher German, this is a good thing. Basically, meaning that the buildings which are housing the construction of these drones, they are severing ties or saying, nope, we cannot be tied to you guys anymore because this is bad for business. So, this is what it is important. So, a lot of these companies that are now seeing, like for instance, if you know of businesses that carry a lot of what's going, of the weapon systems, like let's say hypothetically, there is a real estate company that houses Northrop Grumman or Lockheed Martin, and they don't actually own the buildings. Well, do you know of a campaign that you can do in order to pressure these businesses to no longer do businesses with like the Lockheed Martins and the Northrop Grummans and all these other companies? And so then that makes them think twice about doing businesses with companies like Elbit. It's not looking good for this weapons contractor, this weapons system manufacturer. So Elbit Systems. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I had no idea what Elbit Systems was before October 7th. I didn't. And don't feel bad if you didn't know, because the ones I'm familiar with are with Lockheed Martin, Honeywell, Raytheon, Northrop Grumman. These are the ones that I'm familiar with. Why? Because they are American weapons manufacturers. Elbit is an Israeli weapons manufacturer. So, of course, many of us don't get to hear about it as often. So, therefore, we didn't know about this weapons manufacturer. But there is a victory. And this is actually a good news story that I would like to highlight. And so this kind of goes in conjunction with what was actually going on. And so, wait, hold up. They unfollowed me? Hold up, wait a minute. Twitter is savage and just horrible. Ooh, they unfollowed me from these people. I was following Palestine Action, right? They had, whoa, they had over 200,000 followers. Now they're down to 147. Hold up, wait a minute. They were over 200,000 followers this afternoon. The hell? Oh, these people are. Elon is savage. Elon needs to stop. Elon needs to stop with this BS. I was following this group. Oh my gosh. They literally had like 208. Hold up, everybody. They literally had like 208,000 followers. You mean to tell me that over 50,000 followers were taken away? 50,000 followers just suddenly unfollowed in the last few hours? Free speech, my ass. Elon Musk, oh my God. Anywho, this is the good news that they brought out. Fisher German announced that they ended all ties with Israel's largest weapons firm, Elbit Systems. This latest victory comes after a sustained direct action campaign targeting the property managers of Elbit's drone factory and Shinstone UAV engines. So, this is what they're showing. It says after refusing to comment on the campaign for 2.5 years, Fisher German announced the latest move to end links with Elbit in an email to Palestine Action. So this is the email, right? It says Fisher German can confirm it no longer has any ties with this asset, the tenant, or any of their subsidiaries. Sent for and on behalf of Fisher German. So they talk about Fisher German and what happened. So I'm going to share with you guys. So what is Fisher German? First of all, we're going to get into what Fisher German is. I'm going to share with you guys from their own website what Fisher German is so that you guys know what it is. Because a lot of times when you have these companies that are foreign, a lot of us don't know exactly what they are. So I think it's important for us to get that as context. Because when I first heard this, I was like, what is Fisher German? I don't know what the hell that is. So let's go to their About Us. Okay, so this is the About Us section of Fisher German. So Fisher German is actually a UK company out of the United Kingdom. So it says, we have for almost 200 years been helping clients across all major property sectors, commercial infrastructure, residential, rural, and utilities. So let me enlarge this just a little bit. So Fisher German says, we are a firm of 800 property professionals with a network of 26 offices. This gives our clients the confidence that they can make informed property decisions because of the depth of skills, experience of the Fisher German advisors, vast of our recommendations based on profound understanding of the national trends of the legislative regulatory framework, as well as deep knowledge of local market conditions, honesty and impartiality ingrained in our advice, and the integrity of our advisors. In addition, we are on the forefront of green property revolution. We advise clients on everything from delivering net zero to carbon offsetting, green energy, and sustainability. This enabled us to help clients future-proof their property interests, be it helping them implement short-term tactical plans or make long-term strategic decisions. Blase, blase, blah, yakety, schmackety. Now, look over if you see what they're involved with. Let me see. It says here, agribusiness, investment, building constituents, consultancy, lease advisory. So basically, they are property management, real estate company, right? And so in doing so, of course, a lot of the buildings that are being used by Elbit are would be under the property of companies like Fisher German. Well, according to Fisher German, they no longer are in business with Elbit Systems. So let's go to Palestine Action and their actual press release. So let's take a read there. All right, let's take a look. Let's scroll down. Ooh, this is small. Let's enlarge so that everybody can see it. All right, gather around, children. It says Palestine Action has received confirmation that the property managers for Elbit Systems Shinestone drone factory, Fisher German, have cut ties with the Israeli arms manufacturer. Having sent confirmation to Palestine Action by email yesterday, Fisher German's decision follows on the tail of a similar announcement by Elbit former recruiters IO Associates, who dropped Israel's largest weapon maker after a campaign by the Direct Action Network. The real estate giant confirmed that they no longer hold any ties to Elbit Systems or the ties of their subsidiary UAV Engines Ltd. and Shenstone. UEL designs and makes engines for drones, describing its products as engines for various tactical UAVs, target drones, and single mission platforms. The factory is a crucial subsidiary of Elbit because it produces the engines to the Hermes 450 drone. Whilst once a surveillance drone which provided the Israeli military with targeting information. The Hermes 450 has since been equipped to carry missiles. It is said to be the backbone of Israel's spying and targeting missions. It has been used for attacks on civilians and targeted assassinations in the 2014 assault on Gaza, and will certainly be used in the Israelis' current genocide of Gaza. Fisher German has been made a target due to his complicity in these heinous activities in their former facilitation of Israel's weapon trade in Britain. Says as part of an ongoing campaign against the complicit in Elbit's business of bloodshed, Palestine Action has targeted Fisher German dozens of times. The real estate company was first targeted back in 2021 with an occupation of the roof of their Birmingham offices, Vine Property Management in Harborne, which also saw the site covered in paint. These activists were eventually found not guilty in court of the resulting charges. The same offices were then hit with 5 covert actions over 2022, with activists breaking windows and dousing the property in red paint, marking it with a symbol of the bloodshed by the company's Israeli business partners. Fisher German temporarily abandoned the Birmingham premises in August of 2022. So, as far as what's going on in regards to Fisher German, this is a good thing. Basically meaning that the buildings which are housing the construction of these drones, they are severing ties. They're saying, nope, we cannot be tied to you guys anymore because this is bad for business. So this is what it is important. So a lot of these companies that are now seeing, like for instance, if you know of businesses that carry a lot of what's going, of the weapon systems, like let's say hypothetically there is a real estate company that houses Northrop Grumman or Lockheed Martin, and they don't actually own the buildings. Well, do you know of a campaign that you can do in order to pressure these businesses to no longer do businesses with like the Lockheed Martins and the Northrop Grummans and all these other companies? And so then that makes them think twice about doing businesses with companies like Elbit. Or if you want to, there's also a lot of people that are now stopping weapons that are being sent to Israel. There's like, for instance, there's different shipping companies that are delivering weapons to Israel, and now there are people who are working on these ships that are delivering these, and they're now saying, well, my conscience is being conflicted because now I don't want to send these weapons to Israel, but at the same time, it's like, it's my job. So now what do? Keep it up. Keep up the pace and letting people know that, no, we will not stand here and allow what's going on in Gaza to continue to keep happening. And this is what Palestine Action has done. And I just want to clap it up for them, because the thing is that this is what it's all about. This is, you're literally saving lives by getting in the way of what Elbit Systems is doing.